He's handsome, he's charismatic, he's a fabulously gifted actor. He made me believe he was Hamlet, he made me believe he was Doctor Who, he even made me believe he was with Virgin Broadband. It is, of course, Mr. David Tennant. David Tennant, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, come on. Some show you weren't there. Come on, say hello to Cristiano. Wow. OK. Holy, whoa, look at that. Look at that is... I'm far be it for me to comment on someone else's clothes, but wow, that's a suit and a half right there.
I always dress up for you, Jonathan.
You do, Cristiano. What do you think of this suit?
Unbelievable.
You know, a good way or a bad way?
A good way, of course.
Thank
you. Let's talk about Doctor Who. Do you miss playing the Doctor?
Well, it was a lovely time.
Yeah.
And a time that I think on very fondly. But, you know, you have your time, you move on. But it'll always be with me.
How many years in total was that in your life?
About 4 and a bit.
And you went back recently, you did an audio recording with Catherine, didn't you? So I guess you can still dip in and out.
Yeah, it never goes away.
Yeah.
No, the first line of the obituary, I suspect, has been written.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'm very proud of it, yeah.
Everyone's favourite Doctor, that's what it will say.
Yeah.
I think it will. I love Matt Smith. I love Peter Capaldi, I love some of the older guys, but I don't think I was ever... When David regenerates, when we said goodbye to David's Doctor, who cried in this room? How many of you cried? Not that many. OK, well, I cried enough for all of you.
You can tickle that up in the edit, right?
Yeah, we'll have that. Now, do your kids enjoy... Now they're getting older. You have Ty, who's 13, and then you have... who now? It's Olive's 4, and Wilfred is 2?
Yeah.
Can they watch it? Yeah, I guess Ty can, but...
Ty grew up with it, but the younger two have just got into it, yeah. And I did not force this upon them. But my wife and I met on Doctor Who, and they saw a picture, they got wind of that, so they wanted to see it, and they watched the episode we met on. And then they developed this kind of passion for it. So it's now on in our house all the time, which is embarrassing when people come round, because it looks like there's a kind of moving shrine to myself in the corner of the living room at all times, and they've got kind of obsessed with it, and they run around with sonic screwdrivers, and they don't really understand. They think it's a show which ran from 2005 to 2010, which is fine. They don't really understand there's a bigger history to the show. But then the other day, Olive watched my last one.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is fine. I wasn't really thinking about it, and she watched the bit, and it gets quite sad towards the end.
Yeah.
And she was rapt, so I wasn't really paying any attention to how she was reacting to it. And then she got really upset, quite moved. Which, of course, part of me was thinking, oh, doesn't want to see her daddy moving on. That's, a little bit. 4 hours later, she was still crying.
Wow.
At which point it felt like bad parenting, I have to be honest.
Wait till she gets to Broadchurch. You're going to be huge. That's going to be weeks.
Yeah. Now, of course, yesterday, she's found Matt Smith, and he's her favourite. So they're fickle.
But Cristiano, I asked him, because Cristiano, you don't watch many films, you don't watch much TV, but you told me you'd heard of Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen David as Doctor Who?
No.
OK. Well, if you don't watch the TV, you're going to miss out from David's new show, because I've had a preview link to a new series David has coming on Netflix called Jessica Jones. It's from Marvel Comics Studios, and it's kind of superhero, but kind of more real world, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah. Jessica Jones has given up being a superhero. At the start of the story, she's retired because the superhero life didn't work out for her, and she's become a sort of down-at-heel private eye instead.
Now, David plays a terrible, awful, horrible villain, don't you?
How dare you?
Yeah. He's called Kilgrave.
Yeah.
And tell them what his power is.
He can compel you to do whatever he wants you to do.
So he tells you something, he'll say, you would like to kiss me, and you go, I would like to kiss you.
Yeah.
It's a bit like being Cristiano Ronaldo, but... But he uses it for mainly... It's not good, the way he turns this power on people, is it?
Well, he's not... I mean, he's not... He's not your traditional supervillain. He's not trying to take over the world or fire a nuclear weapon or, he's just trying to have a nice time.
But what a great part to play, I imagine, because
it's lovely,
he's charming and yet he's evil.
Yeah, he's... But if you had that power, could you say that you would be... you would maintain the moral high ground? I'm not sure.
I might not. OK, let's have a look at the clip. This starts on Friday. It's on Netflix. So you can, I guess you can binge watch it, which is what people
I
do.
think it premieres at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So you can start at 8 a.m. and by tea time you've watched the whole lot.
Well, I've watched the first 5. I watched them and I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to getting back to those. So would you like to see this series? Mm-hmm. Well, you could come to my place. We could Netflix and chill. Okay, that's a date. Okay, this is, here you go, this is Jessica Jones. It's, honestly, you know, I do love comic books anyway, but I love this show. It's so much fun, and the woman playing the Jessica Jones, the lead character, she was in Breaking Bad. You remember from that?
Kristen Ritter, there she is.
Now, the comic books, when you first appeared, back in the day, that character appeared in the early 60s, he was purple. This is what he looked like.
There he is.
He was wearing purple, his hair was purple, his face was purple.
Yeah.
Now, why have they not gone the purple route now?
I think there are certain things that in the journey from the two-dimensional comic book page to the live-action world don't necessarily translate particularly well. I think if I turned up bright purple in the face, it might be...
Because wearing a purple suit in public can look ridiculous anyway. You could, you know... It can be too much, can't it, Cristiano? So, home life, of course. You mentioned that we have Ty, who's 13.
Yeah.
There's Olive, who's 4.
Yeah.
Wilfred is 2, lovely names. You came on the show and it was just before, I think, Wilfred
just before
was born.
yeah.
And I think you have another change in your life right now.
We've just had another one, yeah. We've just had another one.
We've just had a baby.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know. I don't think no one knew about it,
No,
did
we're
they?
quite pleased. We managed to stay under the radar, I think. It's just how we like to do it on the whole, but yeah.
So you kept this completely quiet?
Yeah.
So apart from me and Cristiano now, no one else knows?
That's it.
OK, so we'll keep it quiet,
yeah.
OK? It's a little girl, yeah?
It is.
How lovely. Yes. And presumably, though, is this it for the family?
I think probably. We'll see, you know.
Wow, so you're not saying no?
No. I'm just, you know, I don't want to get caught out, but no.
Yeah, I see what you mean. If another one comes along, it'd be bad if there was footage saying this is we definitely want no more.
Yeah, I think we're a very happy family. I think yes.
It's nice. Would you like any more children?
Yes. A few more.
How many are you planning?
I want 3, 4 more.
I thought maybe you had a list. I thought you were... OK, what's life at home like, apart from the many, many children now? You have a... Is this right? You have a cockapoo?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
You have a cockapoo. Do you know what a cockapoo is? No. A cockapoo is a breed dog. It's a cocker spaniel crossed with a poodle. Do we have a picture of a cockapoo? Do you have a picture of your cockapoo?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
Have we got any cockapoo? Just put a dog up. We'll get... Put a dog up. It's a dog, anyway. So, how well behaved is the cockapoo?
She's very lovely. She has a lovely temperament about her, but she gets very overexcited. I mean, she's tiny. I think she might even be a toy cockapoo.
Wow.
I don't really know. It's quite a small little thing. She's about that big. More of a hand towel than a little fluffy thing. Very excitable. And it gets so excited when anyone comes in that she will, if you touch her, she'll piss on your shoes.
We had a dog that used to do a sort of stress wee and excitement wee.
I'm so glad to see you. It's just cannot contain herself. And we thought she'd grow out of it, but it's still happening. You have to ignore her for a full 10 minutes or she'll piss on your shoes.
And then it calms down.
But she's quite cute, so if you take her out for a walk, people want to stroke her, she's quite cute. And as they're going down, you go, she's going to piss in your shoes! You can't get it out quick enough.
Well, she can, obviously.
Yeah, but people are weirdly accepting of it.
Yeah.
So they'll go down, she'll piss all over them. You go, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just because she's cute. I mean, I don't... You wouldn't accept Brad Pitt pissing on your shoes, but somehow the cuteness of a dog is acceptable.
Have you got any pets?
Yeah.
What have you got?
Labrador and Yorkshire.
Would you like a cockapoo?
Not with those shoes. They'd be ruined.
No, not with the shoes.
Is it one of your shoes?
Yes.
I'm an 11.
I'm a 9.
I will send you to you.
Will you send me a pair? Yeah, because David would
11?
like a pair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a 9, but send
9,
2 11s, because that way he's got something to grow into. You know, we're going to bring our next guest out, but I want to just say again, and I mean this genuinely, I've been watching Jessica Jones, loving every second of it. Opens Netflix on Friday. And, you know, David, I'm going to say something. I hope you don't feel this is too gushy, but I know when you're in something, I know I'm going to enjoy it. Because you are just one of the best. In Broadchurch, he was exceptional, wasn't he, ladies and gentlemen? And just... A difficult performance, so beautifully done. You're my favourite Doctor, you're my favourite Hamlet. And I haven't even got many other Hamlets. But it's great to see you back on screen, it's great to see you in a Marvel production. David Tennant, ladies and gentlemen.